Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm Melissa with DIY with Melissa, and today I have a fun project that will be perfect for the kids this weekend. What is it, you ask? We are making the most adorable little snow globe uh, ornaments. And I have a picture here of our bunny, but you could, of course, put the kids. I did ones for my kids like 3 years ago, I think, and they turned out super cute. And I thought, why not share it with you all how to do this, because it is a lot of fun. The kids can get into it, and other than hot glue, everything else is pretty kid friendly, so they will need an adult around to help with the hot glue. This project can be done with a Cricut or without a Cricut, so that's a good thing about it, because you can just hand cut this. You can either cut it for the kids or the kids can cut it themselves. So without further ado, we'll head to the craft table and get this started. Everyone, and welcome back. I unfortunately started this recording and wasn't actually recording, so here we are. So I'm just gonna go through quickly the material that is needed for this project. I got this it's a loops and threads bamboo hoop. It can be found in the knitting aisle of your craft store. I got it from Michael's, and I think it was like maybe $4. This is a 4-inch hoop. I then need, of course, paint. I'm using the same satin acrylic paint with a paintbrush, of course, and if you want to put your paint on somewhere, then that will work as well. These laminating sheets I picked up from Amazon. It was a 10 pack of 9 by 12 sheets from Avery. They're self-adhesive, so you stick it onto whatever you want and it creates that laminate look without a laminator. If you have a laminator, this will also work with the laminator as well. You'll need some ribbon of choice. I have this ribbon here and I really like it. I had a satiny gold ribbon that I've used before, but I guess I'm out of it now. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to use this one because I want it to be able to cover this portion of the hoop. And this one doesn't quite do it, but the bow might finish it off. So we'll figure that out later. The other thing I did was, and I used my Cricut for this part, but you can most definitely hand cut it. I got my favorite picture, and this is our bunny. I did this same project for my girls a few years ago. So I decided I'll do one for our little bunny. She's such a sweetheart. The other thing I did on my Cricut was I cut the portions for the snow globe that will sit at the base of the hoop. And I did do a layered version with the name in the middle here. I got my Cricut to write the words on for me and cut this out. You don't have to. Of course, you can cut this by hand. It's a very simple cut, and you can also write it or create a label of some sort. So just know you don't need a Cricut to complete this project. It can be done without a Cricut, which is good because more people are able to create the project. So that's that. And I started painting this already with the satin acrylic paint, and I'm going to put another coat on as soon as it dries. And I had mentioned before, I still have my same sheet on my table, which is good because here we are painting again. So I'm going to let this dry completely. Once it's dry, I'll put a second coat on, and then I'll be right back to get the project going. Our hoop is pretty well dry. It's still a little tacky, so I'm going to put that aside for now. And I'm just going to get this portion glued together. You don't have to do a layer like I did. I just liked it and I thought it was pretty, and I'm using, of course, none other than shimmery cardstock for this portion. Both of them are shimmery, the white and the red. Like I said, I used my Cricut to cut these portions out for me. You don't have to. It's a pretty basic or simple cut, so you could definitely do this with scissors. And all you're looking for, if you have to cut it, is the base of a snow globe. And one thing I really love about this Barely Arts glue is, number one, it takes a few seconds to set, so you can adjust it. And number 2, it dries clear. So if you don't have this, it's not a paid advertisement. It's a, this stuff is great advertisement. I would grab it. Anyhow, so how we're going to start this off is we are going to remove the portion like that, and we're going to show half of it. One thing I forgot to say when I was saying for the supplies you'll need is you'll also need some glitter of choice. I actually found this at Michael's recently, but I used, I think it was like gold glitter before, but I really liked this like iridescent, I guess, glitter mix here. And the snowflake one is really pretty. They also have some blue, like greenish bluish ones, and then the gold stars. So I thought I'd use this one instead. Last time I used gold glitter, and then I cut snowflakes. Actually, you can either, if you are able to, grab a snowflake cutter from Michael's and use that to cut some snowflakes out. So you could do that. I actually used my Cricut to cut some snowflakes out, and believe it or not, my Air 2 did these cuts, and I have so many of them, and so I just left them there. So either one will work. So what you want to do next is you're going to place this circle here and add your photograph to the middle. This is just giving you an idea of where to keep your glitter to ensure it remains in the area that you want it. You don't have to do this, of course. You can eyeball it. There we go. So, like I said, I'm going to use this one because I really like the look of it. So remember, this is supposed to look like a snow globe. You don't want to have too much excess on it. And of course, you don't want to cover your face of your photograph. Oh, I really love this glitter. Okay. Once you're happy with it, you want to remove this guy. And we're going to remove the backing from our laminate sheet. I'm just placing this under here to make it a little easier to see. There we go. We'll then fold our laminate sheet in half very carefully. And I just use the braiding tool and braid it, just ensuring that everything gets stuck in there. I use my scraper as well to get any air bubbles out of the laminate. So hopefully you can see that, but there she is. We're going to place our hoop back over with a Sharpie. When doing this part, just be careful so you don't mark your hoop. Or use a hoop that you may have on hand if you have an extra one. Okay. So there you go. I marked my hoop. Going to cut this out. That's what it looks like so far. And our hot glue gun is just warming up. Our hoop is dry. I just went to repaint it because the black, I couldn't get it all, but that's okay. And our snow globe portion is done. Our hot glue gun is hot and we're gonna start gluing this. So as we know, the hot glue is extremely hot. So what I like to do is put a line on, I'll do it on both sides actually. I'm going to get my trusty finger back on because as you know, I have no interest in burning myself. And that way we can lift it and get the rest of it on. Okay. How adorable is that? So we have a little excess showing, which we can of course cut off. We'll do that after with an X-Acto knife. This portion will go right here like that. How cute. So we'll put a little hot glue here. Before I do that, I'm going to get rid of that little piece there. I'm just going to take the X-Acto knife and run it across to get rid of this. You could probably use the scissors too. Oh yeah. Actually, the scissors were easier than the X-Acto knife. We will then get a little bit of hot glue here for our base for our snow globe. It's coming together lovely. Okay. And the last thing we're going to do is add a piece of ribbon. This is not my favorite part because I am not a bow maker. I struggle with it quite a bit. But what I've learned is take two pieces and kind of make a hoop with my finger, and then we'll tie it into a bow. Just like so. Now we go, and we can cut the edges off however you like. I'll just do it like that actually. And there you have a cute little bow. And that will be glued right there. We'll then So I went around through the center. I'm going to hot glue this piece back here together with this piece. So we'll hot glue this piece first. Okay, that was a small piece. And then I just did some hot glue on this side to stick this piece on. That's how I did it. So now your front is covered. And I think I'm actually going to do one more wraparound just to ensure that it's not going to fall off on me. You of course don't need to do this part. I'm just making sure everything stays put. All right. And then lastly, our bow will go right there. And voila, the most adorable little snow globe project that you can do with the kids this weekend. And watch their faces light up when they proudly hang their ornament on the tree. And how adorable is this little project? I mean, firstly, our bunny is super adorable with her little glasses on. Look how cute. The snow globe effect is really cute, really simple to do. I hope you give this one a try with the kids. Head over to Michael's or in the States, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, wherever the case may be. Dollar store will likely have a lot of the supplies you need as well. Grab a picture of the kids or your pet and get to making. I do hope you try this. If you do, as always, don't forget to tag me in it. I'd love to see your finished projects. My socials are linked in the description, so you can tag me on Instagram or Facebook to show me your designs. And as always, if you enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to hit that like button. Hit the bell button so you're notified when I post new videos, and of course subscribe. Why not be part of the DIY with Melissa family? Until next week, I hope you all have a fabulous weekend and a fabulous week ahead. Take care. Happy crafting. Bye now.